Okay, y'all, welcome back. So, this is going to be the Karmic and Divine Masculine update. We're going to take a sneak peek on what's going on in this situation. So, let's see what the Karmic and the Divine Masculine is facing right now. What is going on? Okay, so we have, once again, we have the Chariot. So it just looks like there is some movement forward. It looks like they might have separated, might have broke up, okay, or is planning on separating. So we do have the Chariot, okay. At the bottom of the card, Spirit told me to look is due to awakening. So we definitely gonna throw that out there because Spirit told me to pull it. So we have, the Chariot and the awakening. So it looks like the masculine is awakening and they are ready to move forward due to the awakening that they're facing with this karmic. So either karmic, the karmic could have awakened themselves to the situation that they just, you know, no longer feel the connection with this masculine. So they have awakened in their own way as well. Okay. So let's see what else. So they're both kind of reflecting the shift. Okay. You got the reminder. Okay. So a lot of them, they just, like I said, they're just being reminded by spirit day in and day out that they don't belong together, that they're not supposed to be with each other. Okay. Yep. So they got the high priestess of spirit. So that would be the divine feminine. Pretty much reminding the masculine while he's with this karmic on a 5D level, okay, that they are not supposed to be, okay, and the masculine is understanding that, and so is this karmic, because the karmic can sense a feminine presence, okay, they can sense a feminine presence pulling through, they just can't see and they don't know who it is, okay, but they definitely being pulled out of this situation because spirit is reminding them of their divine feminine. Okay, so they do have risk. So they will take that risk. They will take that leap of faith. Okay, got meditation. Okay, so it's definitely a 5D. It's definitely happened on a 5D. Like the masculine has disconnected himself, so he is going to manifest in physical and disconnect himself. The masculine on a 5D level has connected with his, let me see if I can get this higher, if I can get this up higher, let me see, this is on my tablet, so let me see, but yeah, on a 5D level the manifestation is happening, like, you guys, let me just see if I can hold it for a second so y'all can see. Boy. But yeah, so let's see what else. So they're pretty much like on the spirit realm. Feminine is reminding him of his place, and he is, there are a lot of shifts happening, as well as, when it comes to meditation and shifting. So a lot of them, they having this like mask on, mask off battle. They having the battle of the ego and all that stuff. They're still shifting. Okay, they're still shifting. So let's see what's going on here. You said you had a karmic attack you in your dreams. What? Okay, so we had the mothering. Okay, so the comforting, the comfortness and the security is what's making all this situation uncomfortable for the karmic. Okay, they are uncomfortable because of the simple fact that they don't feel safe. Like I said, a lot of the masculines are awakening, okay, and they're shifting. And this karmic is starting to see the masculine for their true colors. They're starting to see what's really going on underneath it all. They're starting to see that the connection that they had with this masculine was not um, what they expected it, expected. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely happening underneath. It's definitely being dug deep when it comes to this connection with the divine masculine. It's definitely happening on the 5D. So if y'all are having if y'all are having these situations on 5D, handle it, because as above, so shall it be below. Don't ignore what's going on 5D. That's how you can fight and win your battle. Is 5D. Okay, so a lot of y'all will be having dreams. A lot of y'all will be getting visited. Y'all better learn how to clear that karma out. This karmic may, take the lead in the physical plane, but in the spirit realm, it's all yours, divine. It's all the divine. So you run that shit up there. I had a dream about my karmic, and my masculine. They had came to where I usually be on a 5D level, and she tried to tell him on a 5D level to release me, let her go. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do it. He told her no and walked away from her, and she stormed behind him and told him, like, y'all gotta realize this shit is deep and this shit is real. Okay? Tried to tell him to end the relationship between him and I. And what had happened was it ended up backfiring because you can't come in between the divine. I was just sitting there, I was just chilling like I had faith. Same way how I chill here on this plane, I was chilling on that plane. And I ain't give a shit. I know my place. Learn how to sit and stand your ground where you at. Okay? So you got to fight on the 5D. Don't ignore it. Don't be, because if you ignore it on the physical plane, then 5D gonna have to put you on a whole new cycle. So you gotta realize it's a mirror reflect. It has to reflect. Like 5D is not gonna let you get away with abandoning your truth. They're not gonna let you do that. So when y'all on, you got to pay attention. You got to return the respect back to the spirit realm, to who you truly are when you no longer have your vessel. Okay, we got to be mindful of how this shit work. It's very real. Okay, your dreams are very real. Even when you guys, um, awaken from your dreams, you got to, you really, like that's what they say, you wake up. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're waking up. But that shit's a reality check, and it's a reality shift. So when you're on this 5D, know your place. You know y'all connected in spirit. Stand your ground, okay? Stand your ground on the 5D if you can on the physical. It will manifest, because when she tried to tell him to leave me alone, he start reflecting that on the 3D plane, and they literally separated. So you gotta learn how to just keep your cool and stand your ground. Okay. So with this risk, we have, yep, it would be the masculine that's taking this risk, okay? It definitely is the masculine that's taking this risk. They will manifest on the physical plane, okay? Because you guys are connecting, all right? So never mind what you see on the physical plane. Until the moment comes, you guys will know, because he will be mind, body, and soul, okay? So when it comes to meditation, the choices that needs to be made, okay? So he is going to make the choice. Like I said, he's going to take the risk and make the choice. Let me lift it real quick. All right, he is going to make, I don't know why it's so blurry. I don't know why that's so blurry. Okay. But he will take that step away from this karmic, because the connection between the divine feminine is pulling through a lot. Okay? So when they're dealing with this karmic, the karmic knows this. The karmic can sense this. Okay? The karmic can sense a presence happening, but they don't understand. Just like how on the physical plane, the divine feminine, it's like, what the hell's going on? Why are they dealing with this karmic? or the karmic is saying that, like, what the hell's going on with my masculine? Why is my masculine acting like this towards me? Because what the masculine is doing is disconnecting himself, is pulling away, and he don't even know. Because once, like I said, once his soul connects to his body, okay, he won't have the control that he thought he had. Okay, when spirit is done on the 5D, when spirit is done playing with these masculines in they little heat of the moment bullshit, spirit is going to snap them right on out of that, and they ain't gonna have no control. So this is why you gotta have faith. See, when they in the 5D, they're working on karma. They dealing with the karma. They're trying to set the path for the masculine to come in. They're trying to set the path for the feminine. It's all in divine timing. So when somebody tell you, okay, well, it's in divine timing, that just means they're at work. Okay, you guys haven't came together right now, because while this masculine is shifting out of this karmic situation, the karmic is scared shitless, only because of the simple fact they seeing the shift. I just seen 11:11. So they're seeing the masculine shift, and it's not a pretty sight. So y'all know some of y'all might come into the union a little too soon. Might have manipulated the masculine while he was still in his ego state of mind to come on in and play with you a little bit, or text you or call you. You gotta let divine timing handle it, because when the masculine comes in and he comes in too soon, he's gonna end up leaving, because they haven't learned, okay, to love themselves. They're looking for love outside of themselves. In this karmic situation, the masculine is moving forward because they're growing out of this situation with this karmic. Okay, they're growing out of it, which means he's growing up, which means he's waking up. Okay, and he's starting to see what's going on. All right, you got the reminder, and you got the motherly sense. Like, they're getting the sense of care and motherhood. Okay, let me see if I can move that. They're getting the sense of some protection. They don't feel that protection any longer with this karmic. Okay, they don't feel that, because they're receiving the message on a deeper aspect. Okay, it's a deeper connection. All right, and they're being reminded by spirit, which is the divine feminine, to stay on your path. Okay, it's a battle that's being fought, so they are ready to move forward to achieve all this. All right, some of them, like I said, they're battling with ego. Y'all got to realize that these masculines are not the masculines that you know them to be anymore, only because some of them had ejected out of their bodies. Okay, some of the masculines have became soulless, which mean full ego, autopilot, and is what they will do is manifest an ego, and y'all battling with the ego, and you see that it's clearly hard as a reflection of how they feel towards you. Okay, it's a mirror. Okay, and don't get it twisted. Just because they hanging around this karmic, they just hanging around this karmic right now because it's easy for them to just hide who they truly are. But with the divine feminine, they can't do that, because this is why. They meeting you meeting your masculine on a whole nother level that a karmic can't go. Even though you may see the vision, your conscience is letting you know what's going on in the situation by revealing the karmic situation to you. But that don't mean that the karmic and the masculine is together in the other plane together and they come to see you. That's just your conscious telling you where the situation is at. And you just have to be mindful and respect spirit when spirit says, okay, this is where we at right now on a 5D level. Your masculine is ending situations with this karmic, so they may visualize that for you, and then you should have clarity. But see, nobody's really seeking and reading on a spiritual level. Everybody's going by same way how you could go by the physical. You need to use that the same way how you do in spirit. Okay, I woke up today, I had a dream, this, that, and third. This is what happened. So they're giving you the heads up. You just got to use your discernment. Use the discernment that you have been gifted with. Okay, use the instincts. Okay, use your intuition. Use your own understanding, and don't let vision distract you from truth. Okay, just because you don't see your masculine call you, don't mean he didn't connect to you on a 5D. Just because he's not talking to you, don't mean he's not talking to you on a 5D. You got to understand that. So if you believe that your masculine is not communicating with you, and you choose to ignore what's happening on the spirit realm, then you're going to feel that way on the physical plane. So if I identify my masculine on the 5D, then guess what's going to happen? He's going to start manifesting on the 3D. So you have to acknowledge the masculine, send him back to himself so he don't have to sit here and worry. Like I used the phrase before the movie Ghost, okay, when the guy had passed away and he was still present, but he couldn't ascend or leave or go back to himself until I see 222, until he until she actually, you know what I'm saying, until she actually had understood that he was okay. Okay, so you have to understand that even though your masculine is over there in this karmic situation, that's not your masculine. Okay, because you know the real masculine, you know the real situation. They wouldn't be over there if they was their true self. If they was mind, body, and soul balance, they wouldn't be over there. But this masculine is clearly not balanced within themselves, and that's the battle that they have to face. The battle is that the masculine has to be one with themselves. They have to be mind, body, and soul in order for them to be divine, in order for them to be of righteousness, in order for them to be whole. Okay, so this masculine is connecting on that level. Okay, so then we have here that they will have to make a choice. Eventually, they will have to make the choice, and they will, because they will be awakening. Okay, so when they awaken, they're going to take that risk. All right, they're going to take this risk, and it's going to be because of the 5D plane with with the meditation. They can hear what's going on, they can sense, and some of them don't have enough teaching, they don't have enough experience, they don't have enough wisdom, they don't have enough knowledge to know that they're going through an ego shift. Okay, so that he will be making the decision to leave the karmic, and the karmic is making the decision to leave them, only because they can't handle the shift that's happening between the masculine and they can't handle it. That's why I said they really wasn't supposed to be underneath this karmic. There's nothing that this karmic can do. This karmic cannot teach this masculine how to grow up. This karmic is not you. If the karmic can do all these spectacular things, okay, the only thing that the karmic is doing is distracting the masculine from growing and ascending. Okay, so y'all gotta realize the difference. Y'all gotta realize the power behind all this. Okay, then you'll learn how to manifest correctly. You start manifesting, you're sending a wish to the gods. Okay, so we do have romantic feelings. Okay, your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, so like I said, they have been feeling this karmic, and not this karmic. The karmic has been feeling that you guys have this connection going on, and that they know what's going on. That they just can't put their hands on it because they don't understand what's going on. So it's no different from the masculine not understanding why they're shifting, or the divine feminine not understanding that her connection between her divine masculine is deeper than the eyes can see. Okay, so this karmic knows that you guys have strong feelings for each other. So this is why they're separating. Okay, let your friends help you, ask and accept support from others. Okay, so like I said, they can sense that you're helping your masculine on a whole different level. You guys are helping each other. You guys are connecting to each other on a whole different level that this karmic cannot get there. This karmic cannot get there, and it's putting the masculine into a zombie phase. It's putting the masculine into a zombie phase where the masculine looks completely soulless. They acting completely soulless. They just, staring at shit without moving. They're daydreaming. They're doing all kinds of. The body is not. It's like it's having a defect. It's defective. You know what I'm saying? And it's going through a ship. It's no different from a robot having its own glitches. You know what I'm saying? It tends to either stop and it needs to be resetted, or something happens. Okay, y'all gotta see it. Because your body is a vehicle for your soul. Okay, but the vehicle is in autopilot, which is ego. It's still being driven, but it's not driven by the truth. It's only driven by a lie. It's driven by the illusion that we live in. It's driven by the programming that they programmed us to believe in, which is society based. So we have to understand what the hell is going on here. And then I say hell because at the end of the day, we are in our own hells. Okay, we have to realize that we are in our own hells because we're unhappy. And we want happiness, but we don't want to take it back to heaven to get it. We don't want to take it back to understanding to get our peace of mind. We just loving on a physical plane, and this is exactly what's happening to the masculine. The masculine and the karmic, they loved on the physical plane, but there's a lot of 5D happening here. A lot of 5D happening here that the karmic cannot beat. Okay, this could be the one. You already met your romantic partner you seek. Okay, so they know. They know this masculine has met the divine feminine, and the divine feminine is the one, and this karmic knows this. This karmic has sensed this. This karmic and this masculine just knows where they belong. They know they're not supposed to be with each other. They know they're not. So they feeling real stupid right now. Okay? They feeling real stupid. Both of them. They looking at each other like, damn, I don't really see you the way that I see you. And you know what I'm saying? They don't really see each other that way anymore. Okay? So they get more information. Okay? So they're getting more information from the spirit realm. They're getting more information from that astral plane. So take it back to the 5D. This war is mental. It's not physical. And you have in the near future. Okay? So they will awaken in the near future. He will make a decision in the near future. And the near future could be any day now, any second now. Any second now. Okay? They're saying that the situation will improve. Okay? So they're moving forward to make the situation get better for themselves. They no longer want to be soulless. It's not easy to be a heartless motherfucker, I'm telling you. Alright? Oops. Okay. So, alright, so what did we say here? Okay. So, we got never lose faith. Okay? He said, I sent you that song. I sent that song to you telepathically. Yes, that's me. Okay? So, like I said, you guys are telepathically connecting. You're starting to see a whole bunch of synchronicities. Don't miss that. Don't miss it. I'm telling you, don't miss it. Why is this blurry? Don't miss it, because you could miss that train. I'm telling you. Don't be a fool and just ignore it because you're full of ego. Because that's how you run from your own situation. You run from it, then it's going to have to go full circle again. And then y'all wonder why you're not in union yet. I've been, on my union for years. But we've been in and out of union. The longest we ever went without each other was a year, only because we moved from apart. But, when we came back, we would not be far away from each other for no more than a week or 3 days. Okay? So you do have my king, okay? So it's definitely a deep connection. You guys are, I'm wearing a false mask to hide who I am, okay? So they know who they are to you, but they letting you know they were putting on a front for this damn karmic, okay? And the karmic knows that they was putting on the front because they can sense it. They can sense it. Let's see what else. It says, I am coming. I hope you're ready because I am ready for you. Okay? So they are ready for you. Like I said, spirit is not letting them get away with it. A lot of these masculine have been dealing with karma. Okay? I said no longer falling, no longer falling for the illusion. I have awakened my soul purpose, okay? So, like I said, you don't give up on your masculine, because the moment you give up, you're going to go right back on the cycle. Okay? The past is the past. Okay? So leave the past pain behind. You know who you are. If you get out of that illusion of what you believe is right, society programs you to believe something. I know how I've hurt you in the past, but I am different now. Okay? Give me another chance. Okay? So that's what they want you to know. They know who they are to you. They just want you not to lose faith in them. Let me lift this up real quick. Okay, so they don't want you to lose faith in them because of what their bodies did. Like, it's no different from, let me see. What's a good example? Okay, I don't know. It'll come to me. But it's really no different than, it's just, just don't judge a book by its cover. Y'all got to stop falling for the illusion. People will not respect your union, and you just have to deal with that. You have to deal with that. That's the war we have to deal with today. People will not respect the union of God. They don't understand the true love. They don't understand unconditional love. Okay? It says mind, body, and soul healing. Okay? So they are working on that mind, body, and soul balance. Okay? Once again, you got the trust. Okay? And you got mask on. Okay? So they know, like I said, they got a mask on for the karmic. All right? You got, again, in the near future. Okay? I think I pulled this too in my other reading. Then we have release toxic energy. So they got their mask on for this karmic. Okay? But they are working on it. So they're not telling this karmic about you, but this person could sense you. This karmic could sense the connection between you and the divine masculine. So they know there's just something there. They know it's something there. Okay? I'm just gonna do it like that because I don't have a stand for this tablet. I would usually use my phone, but anyway, so yeah, they got a mask on, but they will be taking it off by releasing this karmic. So they do have a mask. Like some of them are planning on leaving this karmic, or if they haven't, they are. And they're in society. They got a mask on because they gotta hide and protect themselves. They feel vulnerable. Okay. Some of them feel vulnerable because they don't know. They don't have anybody to run to. Okay. This is why the divine feminine is supposed to be in strength. Be that shining light when that masculine awakens. When the universe told you to awaken, you were supposed to awaken, do your work, and wait patiently for your masculine, because your masculine is more programmed than you are. Okay? Divine feminines are trained to love. Okay? You gotta live. Okay? Live your bliss. Okay? And have kindness counts. Okay? So and try to enjoy, like I said, you got to be the person that they got to turn to. Okay? When they awaken, it's like coming home. It's no different from like how people would say when you cross over to heaven, there's people waiting for you that love you. This masculine, when they awaken, they got to have somebody that love them, because in reality, they really don't have anybody that truly unconditionally love them. Okay? So you got to forgive yourself. All right? So, like, they got to forgive themselves as well as you got to forgive yourself. It's a mirror reflection, okay? So you guys got to just, you know, practice moderation. You got to be each other's motivation. You got to be like I said, be the shining light for your masculine. Guide your masculine. You are doing it on the 5D plane, okay? You're pulling your masculine right out of this karmic situation, or any karmic situation, because karmics don't just have to be relationships. Karmic could be, um, any kind of toxic situation that's not serving God. It's no different from you got God and you got the devil. It's no different. You got karmic, you got twin flame, you got this, you got that, you got all these type of names. But it's more about frequency. Okay, you could put a name on anything and validate it, but you can't validate the truth of frequency. My son is waking up. You can't validate the truth of frequency, okay? You guys feel the connection. Don't deny it. You deny it, you're going to continue to be on your cycle. Hold on a second. Okay, so I told y'all I'll be jumping back. Mommy mode to reader mode. Mommy mode to reader mode. So anyway, um, but yeah, so it's like, you know, when you guys, this is why I tell everybody, patience is key. Patience is the key to time. Like they say, time heals all pain, and patience is the key. So once you have healed, you have earned the key, which is patience, to unlock your success. Okay, so we have to be mindful how we trying to live our life. People think that you have free will, and I say this shit all the time. I say this because you guys got to understand to reprogram yourself to know better, and you will do better. If you know that, there's a such thing called free will. No, you have the will. You have the will to act, but you will pay for the actions that you pay for. That's why you got karma. Okay, they don't tell you these things. Y'all just trying to, somebody who is trying to validate their fucking behaviors and try to make it seem okay. If you're bonded in spirit, you are married. Okay, if you're bonded in spirit, you don't need earthly marriage to validate what the gods have given you, and you believe that. You believe, you know what I'm saying, that you need a piece of paper to tell you and validate you on a connection that you're supposed to be in, instead of saying, you know what, the gods had given me this relationship. I don't need to worry. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my masculine is not with me right now, but at the end of the day, he's with me right now. You know what I'm saying? So you want the physical body when you don't realize the physical body fades. You fell in love with the illusion of the masculine. You fell in love with their mask. Okay? You didn't fall in love with who they are because you chose to be conditional. When you are unconditional, you love them in any form that they come in. If they come in the form of a rock, you gotta love it. If they come in the form of a flower, then you gotta love it. If they come in the form of water, you gotta love it. You just gotta love the earth and the planet you on. Okay? You just need to love all things unconditionally, regardless to whether it's regardless. You even gotta love your freaking karmic. To be honest with you, because at the end of the day, this karmic is lost. Okay? So the karmic not don't know what it does, and I'm gonna say it because at the end of the day, you don't know who's riding and driving that vehicle. You know what I'm saying? At all. So try to send love and light. Hold on a second. Okay. I'm back. Okay, so yeah. See, I told you I'll be distracted. So, like I said, anyway. Okay. But anyway, so like I said, I'm not gonna stay on here too long because my son waking up and I gotta attend to him. But like I said, when it comes, these are my prototype decks. As I mentioned in my last video, they do still have some kinks, but these are my demos for me. The ones that I will be selling will be fixed. They will be no typo unless it's my certain swag on it. Like I have a certain way that I speak. I have a swag that I do. I have a swag that I speak. So you may see some, like I say chosen, like I spell chosen different. I may spell some words different because that's just my swag. But there is some typos because of the simple fact that I do have long ass nails and a child, and when I did do it, like I'm not sitting in the office desk. Sometimes I'm outside in the light. I'm in the state of Florida trying to get shit done. I had a lot going on, so you may see some. But these are my intentions. As you can see, these are my intentions only because of the simple fact that I need more cards that represent me as far as my intellect. I like to be straight to the point, basic. All this extra shit is just extra shit. You know what I'm saying? It's more programming. I'm trying to, I'm not trying to say I'm trying to dumb you down, but we trying to delete the programming. So when we sit here and we so in love with the program, we're losing ourselves even more because technically it's not your natural program. Okay, your natural program comes from within. Your blueprint comes from within. That's why you got that intuition, and that's why it's never going to go away. Your intuition is your guide. Your intuition will tell you go pick up that rock. Your intuition is going to tell you go pick up that piece of paper, go pick up a pen and write something, go do this, go do that. You got to listen. Ego will follow behind it to tell you not to do the good. Okay? But at the end of the day, use your discernment. Don't judge a book by its cover. If you know deep down in your heart of hearts that you have this connection with this masculine, stay in that because it will continue to keep you on a cycle you ain't ready for. So you sending out this, if you sending out that frequency, it's gonna reflect. They're gonna keep hitting the reset button. That's why you go to sleep and you wake up. You go to sleep and you wake up. That's your reset button every day. You go to sleep and you wake up to do a do it again, but do it better. People believe in sun up, sun down instead of sun traveling. Okay? If there was no, if there was no darkness, there will be nothing but light. Okay? There is always light. It's just darkness travels everywhere. Darkness travels. So if y'all really looked at the situation and did your research according to, the programming, then it's not just about getting into union with your masculine. It's about breaking yourself out of the matrix. So you have to break yourself out the illusion that's been planted inside your brain. Okay, meeting your masculine just showed you that there was a different programming. Okay, than what you saw. Okay, you had a reality shift. You had a reality check. Okay, you just been awakened. Okay, you have no control over the situation, but that's okay, because at the end of the day, it's good to know that someone else does. Okay, so you're always a child of the Creator. Okay, all you have to do is respect your parents, respect your Creator, respect the soul, respect the intuition. Okay, you got your mother, you got your father, you got your grandparents, you got this, you got that. You got people that love you everywhere. So when we sit here and we say we're alone, you don't understand that you're really not alone. You just can't see the people that's with you. Okay? And they getting real tired of our shit. Okay? They're getting real tired of this fleshly bullshit that we living in. Okay? We keep falling for the bullshit. The petty shit. It's petty. All this shit is petty to the spirit realm. Okay? It's petty. All right? They are real. The spirit realm is very intellectual. Okay? If it wasn't for the spirit realm right now, we wouldn't be trying to do what we do right now. If it wasn't for the spirit realm, if it wasn't for the Creator, we wouldn't be trying to figure out more. Okay? We wouldn't be trying to do more shit. Okay? We would just be happy and satisfied and thankful we came to this realm. Okay? We done turned this shit from an honor to a disaster. And we have to return the planet back to its original state. Okay? Because it's toxifying the planet as we can see today. So we need people like Twin Flames to speak their truth and awaken people, help people fight on it's a spiritual warfare. So we have to use the knowledge, the wisdom, and power that we have to fight this battle. Okay, not physically. This is not a physical thing. It is a spiritual thing. So this is why I said just coming into union with your masculine doesn't do anything but connect the dot to make your power powerful. Okay? That's it. It makes your light brighter. Okay? When your masculine or your feminine comes around, you guys shine like a diamond. Okay? But due to temptation, they keep you guys apart, which unplugs each other. You unplug yourselves from each other, which deflates your descends you guys. Okay, it's time to lift higher levels. You can't fall for temptation. It's an illusion. Okay, everybody wants sex. That's an illusion. You're fucking, but that's still an illusion. It's not real, because once you don't have a body, you can't fuck no more. Okay, it will be energetically. When we have sex, we're having sex because we want that energetic connection. Okay, it's just a physical body that we use as a key to believe that it's gonna get us there. But people can do these things without touching the body. The body is used to bring down, is the portal for physical bodies. Okay, so we have to stop abusing our bodies, because we don't know what kind of souls we bringing in. If you have not picked, if you were not picked to come together with each other, real shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to speak real shit. If you have not been picked to come together, you don't know what the fuck you brought in. Okay, because people from your spiritual tree, you know who you brought down. You will know and recognize each other. Okay, and I'm not saying people who did do it don't deserve a chance, but now they have a harder chance to understand. They have a harder game to play, because now they gotta find themselves again. Okay, it's been split. All right, that's why we got, and I believe that's why we got twin flames, because we've been split up, meaning like we've been pulled apart. You know what I'm saying? When our time came, people are abusing their bodies. We just took the fall. One of the twins took the leap. Okay, one of the twins took the leap too soon and might have got ripped. You know what I'm saying? Might have got ripped in the spirit realm and got separated. You know what I'm saying? There was something that happened where, you know what I'm saying, one soul became two. All right. So at the end of the day, we have to come back together, and we have to respect the gods, because we might have violated, and we paid the price for the shit. So it's time to return back to the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to die to end ego. You have to just acknowledge that you're living in ego. Okay? We got to stop being so judgmental. We have to stop doing that, because this is why we where we at today. So once you show love to the spirit realm will show love back. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's why I said we got bigger shit to do than just to be looking at each other, fucking on each other, and doing all this crazy shit. We have other shit to do, like speak truth, heal the planet, tell people what the fuck is going on. Because not everybody know what's going on or choose to know. Everybody are voluntarily committing, you know, uh, spiritual treason, okay? Physical treason. And we sitting here, when they say you sell your soul, this is what they mean. You're selling your soul. You wasting time on bullshit. Okay, to sell your soul is just to give up time to something that, like, when they with these karmics, they selling their souls only because it's simple. Well, they can't really sell their soul, but they giving time. They taking time away from their souls. They're not living within themselves. Okay, they're already soulless, but you're taking from time that you have on this physical plane and using it and abusing it. Okay, you know what I'm saying? They're using it and abusing their ability to become one and do what they're supposed to do. If you were missioned to come here and plant a flower, so be it. Okay? If you were missioned here to come and help two other twin flames come into union, even when you are not into union yourself, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Respect universal law, because you never know what you have done along the line, because you did not know what you did. That has to be cleared out. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has a past. Okay? Everybody has a past. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have a past, you did something in the future soon, that spirit knows that you may do. But you have to be able to use your discernment and break yourself from that spell. Seeing and meeting your masculine has awakened you. So respect the gods for doing that, because they just set your ass free. Okay? And you want to just run back into the program. I don't want to know the truth. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that. I want this and I want that way, because the society that I believe in, the matrix that I love so much, is more realer than the gods that created this planet. Get the fuck out of here, y'all. Are you kidding me? Do you really believe that this matrix is more important than the gods that created this matrix, that matrix, and the other matrix? No. So you got to remember your place. You might have been birthed by your parents, but who birthed your parents? And so on and so on and so on and so on before you just get to the beginning of how creation was created. And I'm not talking about how they teach you how life was created. It's bigger and beyond all that. And only twin flames can get to that level, because you would come together and you would experience truth. How I figured out how my masculine was who he was is by him not being around me. So when people say separation is a bad thing, it's not. You're supposed to take this time to work on you. Okay, you guys been pulled apart because you guys cannot handle physical. A lot of people are not sane for this journey. Okay, y'all are not sane for this journey. Can't handle this shit. Is strong. This shit is powerful. It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of strength to deal with this shit. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of patience to know that this is it. To know that this is the person that you were supposed to be with. To know that you can't date nobody else. To know that you can't fuck with nobody else. That shit's powerful. So you honor that. You honor that you don't have to seek no more. You honor that you don't have to worry no more. That the most that you have to do, and is to keep faith that shit's gonna come. But if you force God's hand, you're gonna get you're going to get the other side. You know what I'm saying? Don't force God's hand. Be patient. He gave him to you once, he'll give it to you again. If you continue to cut into God's plan, you and the karmic, all y'all gonna get burned. Don't cross the universe when they trying to put y'all together and they trying to get shit together. Don't do it. It's bigger than that. Y'all, oh, the karmic. No. Because, yeah, the karmic ain't supposed to be there either. But that karmic and that masculine is getting hit. Believe me, they're getting hit. It ain't what you think it is. It ain't what you see it to be or believe it to be. Trust me. They're getting hit hard. I done seen some shit in my life that I was surprised I was surprised. Now, if you do something in one spot, okay, it's going to travel and connect. Like, I done watched the shit happen. You know what I'm saying? I done watched my masculine fuck around with karmics and that shit get shut down. I done watched it. Like, my masculine does not have enough faith. He is soulless. Okay? At the end of the day, he is only self-centered, narcissistic. I watched this man fail every time, and I as a feminine, as his divine partner, and I know the answer. I can tell that man a million times what's going on with him, but he has to awaken himself. He has to wake back up. He was once awoken, but he fell back to the illusion. And I remember him telling me that when I fall, and this is when I was sleeping, I didn't know who I was, but I just went with the flow. This is what he told me. He told me, when I go to sleep, I go to sleep hard. So it's not like they were never awakened. They was awakened, but when they fell for the illusion, they chose not to believe anymore, which is they lost faith. Okay? So at the end of the day, keep your faith, because it's an off and on thing. Just stay balanced. Stay balanced. Just stay balanced. Have faith. And you will receive the abundance. You will receive your masculine. You will receive everything, because the more faith that you have in the Creator, the more power you're given to the Creator, the more power they have to pull that masculine in like a boomerang. All right? He out there, he going to bounce right back every time. He ain't going to be able to escape. So y'all got to learn how to do this. Y'all got to learn how to know the truth. It's within you. If Spirit told you to calm down, wait a minute, or Spirit's telling you, hold on, you do that. You do that. Y'all want guidance? There it is. Listen to your intuition. Listen to Spirit when it talks to you. Okay? Yeah, they got ego, but you will know the difference. Trust me. You will know the difference when ego will put you on a roller coaster ride of emotion, an emotional roller coaster. Okay? So don't get yourself lost because y'all want to fall for the illusion. God is trying to help you. If you just sit there and you're hurt that bad, all you have to do is ask the Creator, ask God, ask Soul, ask Spirit, whatever you want to call it. You know, send that frequency to God, and God will return it back. I just need you to ease my pain, God. My emotions, can you help me with that right now, God? And you know what God will do? It will help you. Give him like 15, 20 minutes. And I guarantee you'll be in a small trance that's going to make you feel light as a feather. Okay? You're going to feel real good. And that's self-healing. Okay? He will help you. Your soul will help you heal your body. Your soul is your mechanic. So if you speak to your soul and you say, soul, I'm thinking too much about my masculine. I need to take my mind off my masculine. Or I'm thinking too much about my feminine. I need to take my mind off my feminine. What they will do is they will distract you with a hobby. Okay? All of a sudden, you will get this urge to want to cook. All of a sudden, you will get this urge to want to run. All of a sudden, you'll get this urge to want to draw, paint, sing. Listen to that calling, because they're trying to help you take your mind off your masculine. You know? Like stuff like that. You will get this burst of energy when God is present, okay? When the ego is present, what the ego will do is put you on a roller coaster ride, okay? It will put you on a roller coaster ride in seconds. It will have you on a bipolar state, okay? That's ego. That's the devil. That's the devil playing tricks on you. That's the devil behind is someone who chooses to just live, Okay? And if you choose to live and not learn and love your life, then you are the devil. Okay? The devil is not a big ass, ugly ass goat with horns and shit. Okay? No bloody ass, red ass, devilish looking shit. It's you when you choose to live more than you choose to love and live in faith. Okay? That's the devil. Like I told people, if you rewrite lived backwards, you will see it says devil. Okay? So you chose to live and then to love God, love your creator, then that's your problem. When I say choose to have lived, it's live in the matrix. You chose to love your programming. You chose to love the motherfuckers who made the programming. You chose to love. You didn't take the right pill. You didn't do, you did the opposite of what Neil did. Okay? Even Neil himself wanted to go back to sleep because he couldn't handle the truth. You chose not to accept the truth for what it is. So that makes you a devil, a deceiver of God, a deceiver, which is somebody who don't want to receive their message. Okay? So y'all fell for the illusion of how they presented the devil instead of saying you are the devil when you don't want to live in God, creator. Okay? You the devil when you don't want to listen to your intuition. That's why karma happens. Karma will hit your ass fast because God ain't gonna let you get away with it. You do not have the will. That's why I tell you, you do not have the will. You don't. You have a will to act, but that don't mean you gon' it's freely. Okay, it's not free. You will pay. So come on, we gotta wake up. We gotta wake up. Okay. When people say wake up, you need to wake up from your dream, or you need to wake up from your fantasy. You need to wake up from this. You need to wake up to the truth. That's all. You need to love yourself. Love yourself. Not just love yourself. They need you to love your mind, body, and soul. That's self. That's all of you. Mind, body, and soul. We just hear it, but we don't understand it. We hear the shit every day, all day. We hear the wisdom, we hear the knowledge, we hear God speaking to us every day. It come in all kind of images and all kind of things. It could come through your TV, it could come through a song, it could come through your friends. It could come. People don't. Everybody don't know what they do half of the time when they say it. Somebody may say something fully righteous 1 second and then say something evil the next. You were supposed to catch that wave and keep it pushing. Okay, you're supposed to use your discernment when God is present to tell you what's going on with you and then go about your business. You don't sit there and say, what? And argue with them all day. Don't do that. Get your message and get gone because they didn't know. The Creator got power over all of us. We ain't no better. We are not greater than the Creator. We ain't nothing but a sack of meat with an expiration date that's going to expire. Respect the Creator. Let's stop these games. Okay? You've been shown that there is something greater, and that's the Creator. You've been shown that being on this journey. Don't disrespect the Creator because you want to be physically involved with somebody who's toxic, whether you're divine masculine or not. If they are not of God, if they are not of the Creator, you stand back. If you choose to live in the dark with your masculine, you and the masculine will pay. If you chose to have lived, then to have listened, then you would pay the price. You do not have the will. Okay? Wake up. It's better to live in the light than to live in the dark. I'm telling you. Everybody's been living in the dark for so many years, and look at us now. Confused, lost, don't know what to do as adults. Okay? Gotta wake up. You have the guidance within you. Don't ignore it. Okay? Shit's real. Alright? You don't have to run underneath a religion to find peace. All you have to do is sit your ass down, get you some water, maybe a little sugar, maybe a little candy or something. Place it by your bed every night. Because when you shift hard. And your physical body, you leave your physical body long enough, you will not wake up. Okay? If your soul had left your body completely, 100%, your body will fall. It will have no guidance. Okay? It will have no guidance. Not even ego. Okay? Not even ego. Some people put their bodies to sleep and don't wake up. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. All right? So be mindful of how you run this vehicle that you in. Okay? Your soul never dies. They cannot kill the soul, no matter how much they do with the body. They cannot harm the soul. The soul will go and transform into something else. It's a transition. You transition into anything and anything. Spirit want you. If God said you deserve to be a roach and get stomped the fuck on in your next life, then that's what you will be. But you gonna pay the price for what you do in this life. And your masculine, if they don't wake the fuck up, they gonna pay that price in their next life. Okay? But anyway, so just stay in your light. Stay in the light. If you have the power or you missioned by Creator to help somebody out that's in the dark, take that and then run the fuck back to the light. Okay? So, that's a deep message, you know what I'm saying? This masculine is they wake up every day. They wake up every day, y'all. This is why these readings shift, because they do wake up, but they fall for temptation, okay? They don't just wake up for a whole week, wake up for 2 3 days. They wake up every second. But temptation always pull them back in, especially having these cell phones, social medias, having these little abilities to talk to other people, to distract them from them. They fall right back to sleep. Trust me, they try hard. They try hard. Well, peace, Rice. She said, shout me out, please. um, but yeah, it's it's real. Like, y'all gotta pay attention, man. That's why I told y'all it's greater than what the hell you trying to. It's greater than what the hell y'all trying to do out here. I'm telling you, it ain't just y'all think shit. You gotta serve God first, and God will serve you back. If they said, okay, this is your soulmate, your twin flame, this is your divine partner, this is what he looked like, this is who he is. Now, what I need you to do is, because now that God showed you that they can give you the love of your life, what are you gonna give God back? If you're not giving God praise, if you're not giving God light, if you're not giving God energy, if you're not spreading the word of God, you think you deserve anything from God? Heck no, I wouldn't give you shit either. I wouldn't give you shit either. If I was your creator and you rather had praised the physical person before you praised the one that created the realm, that created the physical person, you don't get shit from me either. You don't get abundance when you do that. You don't get abundance doing that. Okay, you don't take God's candy and run and think that you're not going to pay for that shit. You will. And you're paying for it now, us being in separation, because at the end of the day, we're not listening. When God say, sit down, be patient, then listen. Then listen. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that simple, man. It's just that simple. It really is. And when you see it that way, you will finally realize just how simple shit was really, just where your mind was really at with these situations. Okay, these karmics wake up too. They wake up and they realize they don't want to live that life anymore. Okay? So don't get it twisted. We all are here. And we all have a purpose. Okay? We all are here. We all have a purpose. And it ain't to just be coming together and fucking doing all this dumb shit we doing now. It's to help God. It's to raise God. Okay? They done raised the devil. We got to raise God back. Okay? Everybody's choosing to live in the devil frequency. Okay? Everybody's choosing to live in the devil frequency. Now it's time for us to choose to not. Okay? You got a taste of the truth. Don't deny it because it ain't working in your favor. Don't deny it because it ain't working the way you was programmed for it to be. Okay? Respect it for showing its face. Respect the connection for even knowing. Not telling you gotta get up, go to church every Sunday. That's another programming. To tell you to come up out your comfort zone. To go and praise somebody and they riding around with a Benz, living in a mini mansion. Okay? And you still struggling. You tell me if that's a praise. Who the hell you praising when you go to these churches and they got all this goddamn nice shit but you don't? They wives laced up. You know what I'm saying? No. That's not righteousness. Okay? That's not righteousness. That's a business. America is a business. Everywhere you go is a business. Okay? It's a programming. Just know that. Is it a programming you want to be involved in? That's up to you. But if I was you, I would seek the truth and what the truth has to give me. Okay? And all you have to do is listen. Okay? Listen to your guidance. People say, well, what's the first thing? All you have to do is listen. You are already asked the question. Okay? You don't need me to tell you. I'm not your God. You don't need me to tell you shit. You already know it. You just need clarification. That's all. You looking for a second opinion. And that's when ego gonna kick in. And ego gonna convince you big time. It's gonna tell you this, tell you that, tell you this, tell you that. But that motherfucker over there, but she over there, but he doing this. God don't care about none of that. Because God knows what he created. God knows why he created it. God knows God has a wrath too. God will take these people apart from each other by any means necessary. It will rip them apart. So you got to have that kind of faith in the creator to take care of what needs to be done. Put shit in order. Okay? God will put that shit in order. And I only say God because God on this planet is the highest entity of all. Okay? If I could create a new name for this entity, this spirit, I would. Okay? But at the end of the day, we're going to keep it simple-minded. You know? Keep it simple-minded. Y'all, everybody know what God means. God means, everybody know. Okay? So at the end of the day, I only speak, because to be honest with you, I don't like speaking to no fucking body. That's why I like staying to myself. Because I don't use my words. I use my frequency to speak for me. But as y'all can see, those who started following me from day one, y'all know I don't speak loud. I don't care. I don't give a shit. But it's only out of righteousness. Okay? I'm at peace. I'm at a natural high. Well, I don't give a shit. Okay? And it's not that I don't give a shit because I'm an evil ass person. I don't give a shit because I only give a shit what God feels. My soul feels. Because my soul has been there for me from day one when I didn't know half of y'all. So it's like, you got to go with that flow. You know what I'm saying? You will end up leaving family alone. You will end up leaving children alone. You will end up leaving a lot of shit behind, man. It takes that. Take a lot of strength to say, you know what? Let me take some time away from family, friends, loved ones, and work on me. It's all about self-love. And the self-love, it just means it's all about you listening to your inner guidance, your intuition. That's it. It's just it. It's when you boil it down like the pyramid, you just got to find the self. You gotta separate. You gotta be one with your ego. Your ego gotta be one with your soul, and y'all got to be one. Y'all gotta work with each other. You gotta work as a team, because you can never get rid of ego, but you gotta work with your ego as a team. Okay, I understand that this is happening on this realm, but on the other realm, it's different. Okay, so then y'all gotta meet in the middle. To meet in the middle is to say, okay, in the spirit realm, I know that he's different on the physical realm than he is from the physical realm. So what I'm going to do is meet in the middle, and I'm going to say that he is not himself. Instead of saying this. Accept the fact that this masculine or this feminine has not embodied their souls, and they are not themselves. So why would you want to fuck with something that is not their self? Because you fell for the illusion. You fell for the illusion that this is the person God showed me that I walk with. But at the end of the day, why is he not walking with me? He's supposed to be with me. This and this and that. No. God showed you the presence of his soul. You fell in love with the soul. You didn't fall in love with the physical body. Okay? It won't come down until you realize your place, as well as it realizes its place. Okay? So, like I said, like they say, as above, so below. If y'all come together every day, y'all got to be able to come together every day, all day on the spirit realm. You need to be seeing your masculine, and every time you go to sleep, or your feminine, every time you go to sleep, y'all need to be visiting each other. Okay? Every time. If y'all can manifest yourselves above to see each other every time, to summon each other on a spirit realm when y'all sleep, not in the physical. When you're sleeping, that's why they say don't go to bed mad. Okay? Don't go to bed mad, because what you're going to do is block the frequency. Okay? Don't nobody gonna levitate to you. Ain't nobody gonna levitate to negative energy. It's not gonna happen. I wouldn't either. Okay? Positive for positive. So at the end of the day, don't give me that negative for positive shit. That's delusional. That's another illusion. Oh, negative on the physical realm, negative and positive, and no, light and dark and all this. No, okay, it's positive to positive. You gotta meet soul to soul. Okay, soul to soul. All right, and you got to be positive. Your masculine, has to want to come to you on the spirit realm. If he see that you hate him because of what he's doing on the physical realm, you don't know who your masculine is. So why should he come? It's no different from God. Everybody believe that God. Everybody believe that God, you know, supposedly had supposed to come back, but y'all don't realize God is already here. The God is already here within you, but you don't realize that. You think God gonna come down looking like a man, or looking like light, or looking like this, looking like that, but you don't realize God is within you already. That's where you got an intuition, okay? So you looking outside yourself for something that's already inside you. Y'all, come on now, you gotta wake the fuck up. Hello, it don't take a rocket scientist to figure this shit out, cause they can't even figure that shit out. That's why they do what they do. Okay, they want to distract you, and you motherfuckers is falling for it. Y'all falling for it hard, and then y'all getting mad cause y'all fell for the illusion. Ain't nobody fault that you believed what you believed and didn't go with what you knew was right. That's nobody's fault but your own. You can't blame somebody for you feeling for your masculine. You can't blame somebody else for loving your masculine because you not loving them because you too busy loving conditionally. You loving them the same way this karmic loving them. You want to be different from the karmic. Beat them on the realm they can't win at, and that's on the spirit realm. And that's what this reading is about. Okay, so y'all, if y'all been following me and y'all been following my teachings and my wisdom and my knowledge, you should have, you should have mastered the 5D. Okay, you should be seeing your masculine on a constant note because you should have ascended. If you took this message correctly, and it triggered you the way that's supposed to trigger you, you were supposed to ascend. You ascended when you start sweating. Okay, and you get this burst of energy, and then you just know you're on a different level. You know what I'm saying? Stay there. Stay there. That's your high. That's your natural high. Don't go chasing drugs, liquor, all that shit is a temporary substance that is not natural. None of this shit's natural. Not no weed. You got liquor as spirit juice, okay? All that shit's temporary. You want that natural high that's gonna get you on a level that you can't come down off of. Okay, y'all, when y'all meet y'all masculine and shit and y'all meet y'all feminines, y'all don't wanna be on that level because it's a hard level, it's a hard pill to swallow. Okay? But at the end of the day, these masculines does wake up. They do. But just because you didn't see it, you don't believe it. Okay? But when you don't believe it, it's not manifesting to you. Okay? So stop going for what the eyes see. Okay? You don't know what's underneath this person. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know shit. Just mind your business. Try to stand back and work on you. Focus on you. You don't know what the fuck is going on. Just like you yourself is going through your shit. You yourself is going through your experiences. You yourself is going through your shit in your hell. Believe me. This masculine don't need to come into your hell, okay? If you don't believe in your own freedom, okay? So this is why I say when you go to bed every night, go to bed positive. Even if you haven't seen your masculine for 10, 15, 20 years, send that love and light. Send that love and light. Manifest your connection above. Okay? It's no different from the how that dude, what's that dude? He's what is it? He's in the with the Avatar or some shit like that, and how he is crippled. Okay, he's disabled and shit like that, and in the physical realm. But then when he transitions his soul into another vessel. Okay, look at life like that. All right. When you go, that man had to put himself into a trance, a sleeping state to go to the next round. Okay. So at the end of the day, meet your masculine above. They are not themselves. Okay. They are not themselves. Don't get mad at don't get mad at something like that. Okay. You got to respect the spirit because he's not himself. I would eject out of my body too if I was fucking a bunch of bitches I ain't that wasn't for me. I would eject out of my body too if I was struggling. You know what I'm saying? The spirit could leave the body anytime they want, and that's what make um the person soulless. Okay, they can leave the body. You know, the soul can eject out the body and abandon the body anytime it wants. It don't have to do shit for the body. It was just a vessel to the body. Okay, and whatever inhabits the body along the way is whatever business it is. Okay, but sometimes these masculines have to get their bodies back because they found, the spirit knows the truth. Spirit knows that there's a divine feminine out there that needs you. They know of you. You close to them, so spirit will try harder. Okay, but the body is so stuck in its illusion that it ejects the truth. Okay, so that's a battle that people individually have to go through, and we just need to respect the fact that people do go through this shit. Nobody's perfect out here. People are dealing with issues where they battling themselves within. Okay, so allow them the space before they take it out on you. Because what the first thing somebody would do is like no different from the feminine getting mad at the masculine for not being present. What you think that masculine going to do to you if they was present? You think they're going to love on you, kiss on you, hold on you? They're going to disrespect you. They're going to hurt you. They're going to destroy you. They're going to demolish you. So it's best to stay out of the way because the shift is not easy. Okay? It's not easy. So, anyways, this is a long one. Ugh. But I was just like I said in my last video, I'm still working and like these are like my cars and shit like that. So people keep asking, and I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just post it. But like I said, I still gotta fix them. I will be going through some of them today and making sure they all good. But they won't be sold with typos. Okay, like I said, I do have my own swag. I do have my own abbreviations and shit, my own wording that I word. Um, so you may see some of those. But yeah, I know people was like, well, that's why you need a handbook, right? But anyway, like I said, I'm working on them. So it is what it is. Um, when I find some time in the day, I am a full time mom. And I do, like I said, I do have my son with me next to me all the time. And y'all be hearing the baby in the background, screaming for his attention. And I'm like, gotta be a mom first. So, um, but anyway, and then I got the storm. They saying the storm is passing Florida, but you never know. The shit might sneak right on up. So I had to get prepared. I had to go dig some dirt and get some sandbags and shit. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. Run to get waters and make sure everything's good. Then that's why, and then my daughter's birthday was just on the 27th. So I'm doing all this. And then I'm trying to make cards. Spirit just gave me the energy to make cards from a new deck of cards. And then I was just like rushing them because I had to fix some kinks in them too. So I don't really get any sit down time like that. But I do it best. Like I said, I only come on here when Spirit tell me to come on here. So if I'm pulled on here, then it's because Spirit wanted me here, and that's it. But I do appreciate all y'all. Um, Let me see. But yeah, so if you abandon your union will be abandoned by you. Okay, like the inner you, they're gonna just sit there like We gotta realize, like, soul can leave your ass anytime they want. So respect them. Like, they don't owe you shit. Okay, they don't owe you shit, especially when you out here praising everything and everything but the soul. Okay, if y'all want to connect back to yourself, first thing to do is realize that you're disconnected. All right, just realize you're disconnected and say, I want to connect back to my soul, and your shift will happen. See, a lot of y'all already said it, and this is why this shit had happened. Okay, this is why you don't realize your words can cast spells. Okay, so be mindful how you do it. Okay, if you want to believe that they cast spells, it will happen. So if you're sitting here saying, I want love, and then it comes, but it's not in the image that you expected it to be in, like your masculine shitting on you and shit according to your logic mind, your masculine shitting on you, and this, that, and the third. So how is this? I used to say that shit. I used to say, how is this person for me if all he does is fuck around with karmics and shit? Like, I done been through it all. But I'm telling you that you can grow past that illusion. Okay, I done been through it all. All right. So at the end of the day, you don't take it. You don't take the pain and become miserable. You take the pain and you learn, and you help somebody else. Okay, you help somebody else. Be willing to help others come into union, even when you're not in union, because then that's when you reach the ultimate max level, when you can love yourself by yourself for the rest of your life. Like, I don't want to fuck with nobody because I know where and who I am and what I don't give a shit about no goddamn sex. I don't give a shit. Like, come on, I don't give a shit about no goddamn sex. I don't give a shit about no goddamn, what is this? No illusional ass love, because I've learned to love myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't need somebody underneath my ass all day. Shit, I got kids for that. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It'd be nice to have somebody cuddle you and rub on you and all this other shit, but that's just an illusion, man. You're falling in love with the illusion, because once the illusion is taken away from you, and you no longer have the illusion, you'll be clueless. You wouldn't even know what to do. You'll be like, what should I do now? Like how you guys are now. But what should I do now? See, once they done took the body away, you no longer know what to do with yourself. You don't even want to, like, the first thing that should have came to you is, I need to love myself. Do what makes me happy. You don't need somebody outside of you to make you happy. You just need you to make you happy. Go get your nails done. Go get your hair done. Go love on you. You like to draw. You like to paint. You like to dance. Do shit that makes you happy. Do something to take your mind off your masculine while they're in this healing process. Because you're never going to defeat the creator, just like your masculine. Your masculine is not going to ever defeat, the creator, regardless to how you see it on a physical plane. They are suffering in silence. A lot of them are suffering in silence. They're soulless and they're suffering. Okay? And they got more work to do. They need to heal. And that's just another reflection of you, which means you need to heal. Okay? You need to heal if you're hurt. If you're hurt by your masculine because they're with somebody else, but you don't realize they're not really with somebody else, you know what I'm saying? You painting a picture. If you believe that this masculine is with a karmic, guess what's going to happen? He's going to be with that karmic. It's all how you manifest it. Be mindful how you speak. I don't care what you see. If you say, all right, my masculine is with this feminine right now, that karmic feminine, guess what's going to happen? They're going to be with that karmic feminine. So what happens if you reverse what you're saying? Okay, what happens if you reverse, oh, that karmic is not real. Oh, that karmic is not with my masculine. Guess what's going to happen? You're not going to be with her. So it's almost like you're guiding, because you're the inner voice in his head. You're the inner voice in his head as he's the inner voice in yours. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful how you guys manifest. Okay? Like, start speaking the truth. This is why it will set you free. Okay? My masculine and I are connected on a spiritual realm. Guess what's going to happen? You're going to meet on the spiritual realm. Me and my masculine is connected on the physical realm. Guess what's going to happen? In due time, you will be on the physical realm. If you're sitting here, man, everybody I keep talking to, Y'all keep talking about how this, that, and the third, and I feel that frequency of y'all pushing your masculine away. So it's like, and they're gonna physically go away. You know what I'm saying? So you manifest your union. You believe that you will come into union. Believe that you will come in. You really want your union. You will have that faith. I believe that I would come into union with my master. That's how you manifest. It's no different. Same way, that's how you manifest. If you're talking negative about your divine masculine, guess what's gonna happen? Negative shit. Oh, he's with this, da 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 da. He gonna be with it. He gonna be with it, cause that's what you casting that spell. So don't cast those kind of spells. When you type in, your eyes are the windows to your soul. Speak positive. Speak sin, love, and light. I don't give a shit how it looks on the surface. Send that love and light. Eventually, the masculine will get the message. You know what I'm saying? And when he get the message, he will realize that he cannot escape his fate, which will make him realize that he will have to be God-fearing. Okay? So manifest better. When I see people, oh, that bitch could have him. Okay, well, guess what? That bitch gonna have him. And if she can't have him, another bitch will. But it won't be you, because guess what? That's how you manifest. You're manifesting that to happen. Oh, I don't want to. But that don't mean it's always going to happen, because the spirit's going to come to you regardless. Spirit's going to come to your ass regardless to how you manifest. His spirit is always going to be there with you. So it's best to accept your fate, because that's what I say. Divine feminine is running in their own way. Okay, y'all running in your own way. Just because you ain't running into the arms of a man, like the masculine will run into the arms of a female, don't mean you ain't running. You just running your own way. Okay? It's not an exact mirror. It's just you guys are running in different ways. But just respect the connection, man. Respect it. You ain't got to go over there and say, that's my divine masculine, bitch. Let me have him. Just stay in your lane. Don't get off your throne. Stay where you at. And focus on you. You can win that battle just sitting where you at. You ain't got to get up and go to the bitch house and knock on the door asking for him. He mine. God said so. You know what I'm saying? I know that's what some of y'all want to do. He mine. God said so. When the opportunity presents itself and they cross your path and they get disrespectful, then you got to handle your shit. But if they not being disrespectful to you and you and your feelings and shit, you need to go and get control of your feelings. You need to have self-love. Your masculine is not your masculine when he's doing that. He is a devil. He's in a devil frequency, and you need to let him get out of his own hell, because you know the karmic can free him besides himself. He has to wake up. He has to realize it, just like you have to wake up and you have to realize it. Okay? When they wake up and they realize what they did, okay, they're gonna be hurt. Okay, they're gonna be hurt that they even did that shit. It's not a pretty sight. So staying clear, for real, staying clear. The shifting is not easy. These men hide their feelings, and when they have to embody their feelings, they're gonna be on a whole emotional wreck. It's gonna all kick in on them. It's gonna kick in on them at like a big ass drug, like a big ass toxic relief will flow right through them. And it's going to make them so emotional. You may think that they're a female. They're going to be crying. They're going to be sobbing. You're going to look at your masculine as a weak-ass person. You're a weak-ass man for crying. Man up. Because good girls love bad guys kind of bullshit. That programming. Good girls love bad guys. So you're going to reprogram your masculine. Allow your masculine to tap into his feminine side when it comes to his emotions. Okay, don't tell him don't do what he was been programmed to do all his years and all his life by people, is be tough. Okay, you're programming your masculine to tap out of his feminine side, which will make him an asshole, which going to make him a dickhead, and then you're going to get mad when he's not being emotional because you just programmed your masculine to be tough. Don't you cry, don't you shed a tear, don't you be emotional. No, don't say that. Tell him to let it out. Let it all out. Tap into your feminine side, because that's the only way he's going to understand you. A lot of women today, like they said, they like that bad boy. Oh, you got to be tough. You got to call me a bitch. You got to call me all kinds of names. No, you're programming the masculine. And guess what's cute? Guess what he's going to do? He's going to do exactly that. Oh, you like being called a bitch? Oh, I'm gonna call you a bitch for the rest of your life then. And then you get mad when you awaken and you realize you're not a bitch. And then he's constantly calling you a bitch because he's happy that you like to be called a bitch. That's programming. No, don't program these men like that. Let them tap into their feminine side. Some of these masculines are overly feminine, and that's when they become gay. But and they believe that they're female. So it is possible for the masculine to tap into their feminine side. You know, allow them to tap into. I said tap into, not be. Okay, and that's vice versa to the men and women. Okay, the ones who are gay, you guys, that's are gay. I don't have nothing against gay people, but it's not my business. That's not my field. But those of you guys who are gay, they say they be, a lot of them say I'm born gay. You're not born gay. You just overly feminized or overly masculated. That's it. You tap more into the male side if you're a female. You tap more into the feminine side that you're a masculine, that you believe because you tapped into your feminine, which means your other counterpart is a very masculated person or a overly masculated female. Okay, so that's why it's hard for us to come into union because of that. A lot of us twin flames who come into union are not of the same culture. Not a lot of us. Most of everybody is mixed cultures. Okay, very diverse. So it's like God has a plan and it will play out, regardless of how it's out with the old and with the new every time. Out with the old and with the new, you will transition every time, and until you heal your own karma, because you will always remember. Okay, you will always remember, depending on your programming. Okay, your soul keeps what do you call it? What they call it? A chakra records, or some shit like that. It's very true. They keep the memory. Okay, they keep the memories going because your soul never dies. Your soul knows everything that's going on, and it will store that. Okay, in your last life, let's check the checklist. In your last life, you was a piece of shit. You didn't do right. So now we got to pick up here. So when you get to a certain age where you can go off and be on your own, we're gonna trigger you. We're gonna trigger you, and you're gonna complete your cycle. So if you harmed somebody, you gotta you may run into them in a different life, and you may have to just say sorry. You repent. Okay, you never know. Like, you never know who you coming across. You don't know what you did. Some of y'all don't remember, due to programming, what you did in your last life, and forgot what purpose you came here for. Okay, you might have just came here to say sorry. You never know. Your twin flame could be somebody you hurt and harmed in the last life that you just came here to say sorry to. Okay, you never fucking know. So be mindful when the next time you run into or cross a human being, send love and light their way. That's it, because you never know what the hell's going on. Okay, in hell. Okay, people will say this is heaven. You can have your heaven on earth just as well as you can have your hell on earth. This is heaven and hell. Okay, this is heaven and hell. It's all how you live your life. Okay, when you, like I said, and I said it a few times in this reading. If you want to run it back, run it back. When I use the word hell at the end of my when every time you use the word hell at the end of any kind of sentence you use, like how I said it a couple times, y'all need to get the hell out of here, or you need to shut the hell up, or you need to hell. Every time shit like that end with a hell, that means you're in hell, and you're in hell. Okay, so you need to get away from the hell. If you say, I'm about to get the hell away from y'all. Get the fuck away from them. You know what I'm saying? Get away from them because they're in hell. Like, you're not saying this shit for no reason. You'd be like, hell nah. Okay, so get the hell away from this person. You don't agree with it. You gotta listen to your soul when your soul speaks. Shit, your soul will speak. They say God comes in mysterious ways. Okay, if your sentence ends with hell, then you need to get up out of it, cause that's hell. Okay, remember that. Shit. You said, what did you say, pen free? People are not machines. How old are you? Because you do not sound very very old. I am 32 and I'm about to be 33 in the next 2 weeks. I'm a grown ass woman, okay? And people are machines. You just fleshly. You got energy running through the flesh, okay? When you give off an electric shock, okay? When you rub the rug and you hit and you tap, I know everybody experience. Let me tell you something. Y'all gotta stop. Don't see people like this. Y'all need to stop, okay? You need to stop. You are not a you're not a metal machine, okay? You're not a metal machine, but you still are a machine according to spirit. You have a vessel, okay? You have a vessel. And I don't need, you know what I'm saying? Because all that's going to do is give me more fuel for the fire to burn, my nigga. Like, you're not going to sit here and tell me no stupid ass. See, this is the programming that I'm talking about. If you are not a machine, okay? Now the word machine means, it means metal, okay? We're not about to do that. I didn't say nobody was a metal machine, okay? I might have said you're like a vehicle, okay? But at the end of the day, is the body is a vessel for the soul, okay? And you kind of do give off a electric shock, okay? I know some of y'all might have touched somebody and got a shock, right? Or y'all go shopping in the shopping cart. The shopping cart's metal, so why did the metal run through your body for you to shock somebody else? There is an electric current going through your body, okay? So don't sit here and tell me people are not like machines. It's no different from machines. You're just a fleshly vessel. You don't know. In matter of fact, you don't even know what's really inside your body because man law told you you have bones. Okay, have you ever seen it yourself? No. Have you ever, you know, dissected a human being's body or worked in a morgue? You don't know what the fuck is going on in your body. You just know what system told you to believe. You know what I'm saying? Right. Shit. I'm a grown ass woman. I ain't no little ass kid. I ain't coming straight out of high school. Even children, babies got knowledge too. It's just the parents put the program in. Tell your children, tell your children that they're not a machine. You do that. You teach your children that. You tell them that they are their bodies. You tell them, and they will continue to be programmed. You got to tell them the truth. Tell them the truth, because when they go to sleep, they going to question you, and then you gonna get mad. You gonna get in your feelings, because when your children go to sleep, they gonna say, "Well, wait a minute. I went to sleep and I still was alive. So what's the body for?" It's shit happening to us every day, all day, that we just need to pay attention to. So don't sit here and listen to these programmed ass people. You are a machine, and you better believe that you are a vehicle to your soul. For those who do not run by spirit, by God, ain't nothing but a soulless vessel. Okay? Everybody today are soulless. This is why the world is so traumatized now. And for him or her to say that shit, okay, they're soulless. They don't understand their body. They don't understand shit, and they don't want to wake up. And that's the resistance that's keeping us hindered. That's keeping us at a low frequency. What did it say? Table said, learn to speak properly. Oh yeah, so you want me to speak according to program. Are you talking to me? Because if you want me to speak properly, technically it's not my language. So if I'm going to speak properly, please go ahead and find my ancestors for me. Okay. But anyway, he said no. All right, because I was going to go in. But anyway, I'm going to go in, and I'm going to still say this, but it's not directed to you. This is still a topic to bring up. People believe in, the history that we was taught. All that's programming. Okay, that's another programming. They can tell you whatever they want to tell you, and you will believe it. Instead of saying, within myself, I have the truth. You will believe anything. This is what I'm saying. This is why God has touched us. This is why God has showed us our twin flames, because they're showing you there's a bigger picture than what the fuck we are thinking now. Okay? I come on here. I don't really, like I said, I don't really like to speak. I use frequency to speak for me. Okay? People feel my frequency before they hear my voice. Okay? Like some of y'all coming on here. Y'all felt my frequency. Okay, you came on here, you were supposed to get your message and get and do what you got to do with it later. Okay? So at the end of the day, like I'm here to serve truth. I don't care how I look, how I sound, or nothing. I have a message. Don't shoot the messengers. How they say? Don't shoot the messenger. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, don't critique somebody because you don't like how the illusional presentation is. Okay, you're critiquing based off the presentation when you don't know that you was driven towards me due to frequency. Okay, what the hell is this? Say? See, we got some trolls on here. Never mind the trolls. I ain't got time for them. But they will get taught today. I'm very wise. I don't need to be programmed wise. I need to be I'm not trying to stay in the program. I'm trying to break people out of the program. We're not here for all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will come on here and say shit, they ain't gonna do nothing but trigger me to speak more wisdom and knowledge and power. See? I don't take it personal. It's just gonna give me more fuel to speak truth. Peace and blessings, welcome. Thank you. You said okay. So anyway, but yeah. So I do appreciate y'all love and support. You know what I'm saying? And each one teach one. So I say it one way, you will say it another. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we got where we at today. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So if you say why be on her live if you don't understand her, right? You know what I'm saying? If you don't understand me, please check out. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it personal. Maybe you're not ascended high enough for this level. Okay? Go on back down to hell and play. Because we over here ascending. Okay? So, that's right. Why be on my live if you ain't here to grow? I do more than just tarot. Tarot is just to help people in a logic state of mind, but I can touch souls without tarot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I come on here the best way that I can, how I can, and just giving you the raw me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a New York chick. I'm straight out of New York, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, if you can't handle, if you can't handle that, then I don't know what to tell you. Go find you another teacher that's gonna appease your ego, cause I'm here to break it. Okay. Somebody said please pull some cards for me. Let me see. Well, right now I did. This is actually was a karmic reading. This is probably gonna be the longest karmic reading I ever did. But I really just had to break that down because I've thrown my feminine readers in there because y'all don't like to watch feminine videos. Y'all like to watch the masculine and the karmic videos. So, like, I'm speaking more to my divine feminines out here because I want y'all to understand what's going on with you and why you in the situation you in. You know what I'm saying? And I just got a telepathic message from somebody saying, "How you gonna help us if you can't help yourself?" See, I don't need to see the comments to feel a frequency come through. Okay, somebody definitely sent that telepathic message, but my answer to that is you don't know what's going on with me, cause I got enough strength to speak my truth. Okay, I got enough power to speak my truth. I tell any and everybody. I tell any and everybody my truth. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what nobody think. I was in front of the courts. Let me tell you, I was in front of the judge. This is how serious this shit is with karmics. I was in front of the judge, and the judge told me, because a karmic tried to press charges against me, and dealing with my divine masculine, because this karmic couldn't control their feelings. They were very, like, mentally ill in a way, battling with their own demons. So the judge got the nerve to tell me, well, Miss Such and Such, You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with the guy who so you should expect. Now I said, you know what, Your Honor, this is what I said to the judge. I said, Your Honor, I know exactly. It's don't. I said, don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? This is what I said. Don't tell me about somebody I know I'm dealing with. It's them. They don't want me dealing with my divine masculine. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell them divine masculine because at that time I didn't know what was going on. But I told them I know what situation I'm in. I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? It's not me that can't handle it. It's them. They won't leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even with him all the time. They just felt this energy. They felt this connection that me and him had. You had some of them. They were looking up tarot readers and all that shit. Child, they were just trying to destroy me. Every time they try to destroy me, because this is where I belong. See, if you belong in a situation, God is not going to punish you. They're going to punish them. You know, just how man's law would, if you would try to attempt to do or harm anything to somebody else, it ain't no different from God. If you try to attempt and harm somebody who's supposed to be on a union that he's supposed to be on, it's going to backfire. And what had happened with these karmics is it backfired. And they didn't understand why I was still the last woman standing. Because it's my place. You know what I'm saying? It's my place to be where I'm at. Y'all the one who's intruding. And y'all don't realize. Y'all know. And their spirit has told them to back off. This man is taken. Back off. These two belong together. You think their spirit is not going to tell them? You think their spirit is not going to tell them to leave them? Their spirit don't want to deal with that. Their spirit don't want to break two souls that's supposed to be together apart. They're not going to do it. Like, it don't matter how many days me and him go without talking. Because when we're not together in physical, we're still connecting spiritually every day, all day. You know what I'm saying? You got to have that much faith that you would tell a judge, I know what situation I'm in. You know what I'm saying? That you would tell a policeman, I don't care. I know what situation I'm in. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to do that, and guess what's going to happen? The God's got your back. Because if they know, then you know, and you know, then they know. Okay? And there's nothing your masculine could do but try to run because he's full of ego. Okay? Full of pride. But that don't mean they're of soul. He's of body, but no mind, no soul. Okay? He's not thinking straight. He's not acting right. So when you say act, that means taking action with his physical body. He's not thinking right, which means he's not thinking, which means mind. Okay? So if you're saying these shits, but you got to pay attention to what y'all say. Okay? Repeat yourself a million times until it click. He's not acting right. He's not acting right. Then he's not acting right. He's not taking the proper actions. He's not thinking right. He's not thinking right. And he's not thinking right. Oh, my baby waking up. But real shit, like, don't just ignore what you're saying to yourself because it's your inner God talking to you. Like, he's not at his right mind. He's not in his right mind. Okay? And that will show you that he is not of God. When he is not thinking right and he is not acting right, that means he is not of God because he has to be mind, body, and soul. He needs those three elements, mind, body, and soul, to be one with God. Somebody say, what? Silly girl, get... Where's my moderators at? Do I have to get some new moderators up in here? Alright, anyway, y'all, I gotta go. My baby waking up. Peace and blessings to you all. You said... Oh, okay, I came here to... Okay, alright. I was about to say, listen, let me get it. But, who said what? I want to see. Who said anything? Let me see. Okay, it's definitely not that. But anyway, Okay, hold on. Okay, baby. All right, Papa. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Grand rising. Mwah. Okay. All right, baby. Hi. Grand rising, baby. Mwah. Oh, okay. Okay, okay, okay. All right, y'all. I'm about to get off. My baby waking up. Come on, lay back down, baby. Okay, mommy got you. All right, y'all. We get ready for this storm if it hits. Um, Send your love. Mwah, if it hits. But thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.